Hi, it's Annika Kaspar. It is 2:53 p.m. on 8/7/2017. Wow, what one video can do. I'm just going to take a few moments because I need to. As you can see, I was really hammered with directed energy weapons last night. In fact, I woke up to like a siege unlock on my brain. It was pretty intense. I've never experienced that, but I guess that the area that I was lured to by two people is an area that's extremely, what do you call it? Sorry, extremely, extremely committed to the targeting of innocent Americans. I want to take a few moments to talk a little bit about this video that was put on by a gang stalker on YouTube, which has been reported now more than 20 times. And the people who have been jumping on that video and attempting to further slander, defame, libel are all gang stalkers, including Michael Tuck of Pensacola, Florida, and David Schurter of Algona, Washington. There are many others, but they are using names that, whatever, and they're cowards like these men are. And I'm just going to say a little bit about these two men. Michael Tuck came into my life in 2005 when I was exceptionally ill had just been diagnosed with breast cancer and erroneously diagnosed with massive breast cancer, which I didn't have. Sorry guys, I just washed my hair. What I had was really minor breast cancer that could have very easily been cured by exactly what I did in the first place, and actually was. But part of targeting of my person has been so comprehensive since 1997 because I stood up to Wall Street, is this crazy like medical thing, when in actuality what it really was directed energy weapons that I expect now, after speaking with a private investigator pardon me, I just made some incredible curry, pretty extensively, has been going on for quite some time. It may actually have even started prior to, upon birth. And there's a lot of reasons for that. My grandfather was a renowned physicist out of Poland, and he was a precursor scientist to the creation of holograms. I suspect that he was probably one of the first physicists to create one. And he was also a precursor scientist for the establishment of CERN. And his proteges pretty much helped really roll CERN out. So, and he was early into electromagnetic frequency, the whole, so there we go. And my mom goes back to Charlemagne and is incredibly brilliant, and I guess I could say she's a little bit of a witch. She's not, she's just a magical woman, or was. They're both passed. Of course, my grandfather has passed, and my parents are passed. So the targeting of me has been incredibly aggressive because of my lineage, first and foremost, and then also because of my talents, which are pretty comprehensive. And if you talk to any targeted individual, you'll probably find that that's the case with them as well. For whatever reasons, these bozos that have been running the world for quite some time are extremely threatened by brilliant, very evolved people who obviously know how to run the world much better. And I'm sorry that, it's obvious. Common sense and basic logic takes you to a much better management of our planet. And certainly in the past 70 years, our planet has suffered dramatically, and so has humanity and every life form, because of these elitist folks who run the planet and are clinically insane. But that brings me back to Michael Tuck and David Schurter. Michael Tuck, from what I can understand, I can only say what he told me because I didn't do a background check on him, although I should have. Was very severely mentally destabilized at a very early age. His father was some kind of rear admiral. Now, this is what he's telling me, so this is hearsay, and I I don't know how to take the word of a person who has gang stalked me since 2005 and who has done everything in his power to destroy my life and must have been paid very handsomely. In fact, that's probably why the IRS let him off on his $250,000 IRS bill. So unfortunately, I think he's mentally unstable, and I think he's paid to gang stalk me for now 12 years. I mean, why else would that happen? I am not this difficult person. But if you do screw with me, oh, trust me, I'm incredibly difficult and I will make your life miserable. But you have to really press me. I'm really a peacenik and always have been, but because I've been so aggressively targeted since the Cremens et al. Versus Merrill Lynch class action, a landmark class action gender discrimination lawsuit that I helped found in 1997 and file, you know, it attracts the insanity that targeting is, which has nothing to do with me. It has to do with the dark triad personality disorder that the folks who run this planet have, and they really have it. I would suggest you look at Justin Carter's videos. I would suggest you look also at Techno Crimes Forum, my idea, but they're doing a great job with it, and get a real idea of what's happening in our world. And it's not new, guys. This has been going on, you know, ever since there were kings and queens, and it's just now that we have this absurd technology. So that's what I'm going to say about Michael Tuck. He's ill, and I have reported him 1,000 times because YouTube and all of these guys are all in with the military-industrial, you know, intelligence complex. It is what it is. And of course, the perpetrators are supported by these guys because some of the greatest perpetrators are the largest corporations in the world, without doubt. I think if you listen to Justin Carter's most recent podcast, you'll see that that's the case. As to David Schurter, there were two individuals who attracted me to the area where I am in now. Let's see if I can get this to change a little. Okay. They hammered me, so you cannot imagine. I'm just like, ah. And David Schurter, as far as I can tell, is a criminal. He was a part, I guess, of that whole satanic ritual abuse thing, and they did a great job. He's performing very well for them, considering he, too, appears to have very serious mental health issues. This has been confirmed to me by some folks that who I really respect, whose name I will not use, and this was confirmed to me privately. I've not spoken about David Schurter until now because of my manners, but I need to, because these people don't stop. And now I'm reporting them and a whole boatload of other people, including a whole mass of folks from Florida, Puerto Rico, and Ithaca, New York, to the Department of Justice, state attorney generals, as well as the UN and the criminal court at The Hague. And the reason I'm doing this is because I will not allow another moment of my life to be destroyed by clinically insane perpetrators who, according to basic, common, as well as established international and domestic law, would be incarcerated for their crimes. These are, however, crimes against humanity, and they are so grotesque and so outrageous and so incredibly complex and vast that, unfortunately, I have to report them to the folks I'm talking about because it's that serious. And because I have so much evidence at this juncture, and, you know, and of course, because there's so much corroborating evidence from so many people all over the world now, it's over for them. So if I do die here, I'm totally cool with it because, you know what, I'm an eternal being and blah, 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 the whole like, here we'll torture you to death, here we'll kill you, whatever. I'm so over it because, you know what? I've gone through it now for 20 years, but very intensively since 2005. And so, you know what? It doesn't matter. Sama. There's that great song. What's this? C'est la vie. And that's exactly how I feel. So, again, I'm trying not to really do too much in terms of targeting and what I call, you know, a 21st Century Zerzet song program that's rolled out on millions and millions, hundreds of millions, I'm more than sure, of people worldwide who, there's many different reasons that you can be targeted. I would look at the 3.5-hour video by Brian 2, TEW. I'm told he's an agent, but I'm also told that Catherine Horton is an agent. I mean, it's like, it's so out there. I'm not. And here's how you can always tell. The people who are not agents are the ones that are constantly being beaten to a pulp by everybody all the time. And you can also tell because they're also the ones that are really hit with directed energy weapons, really aggressively. Because they seem to be, to these clinically insane dark triad personality types, some kind of really amazing threat. I myself never really saw myself as that. I see myself as an effective, woman who doesn't take crap from very many people at all, and who has always conducted herself impeccably, even though many people around me have not. And I would say that's probably a 21st century and 20th century phenomenon. But it is what it is. So, for you guys out there, and it seems to be, and gals too, who like to perpetrate against me, why don't you call me at 941-356-8007? Molly Barron, you can make that call too. And why don't you have the kahunas to actually talk to me or blast me over the phone? You don't. You're pathetic. You are so cowardly. You are so unbelievably pathetic that you have to, because I guess you're stupid too, make your money by attacking innocent people and people who are disabled, 58 years old, and live alone in the world, and really are at a place of great bliss in their life and have been for a long time, other than the wild military-industrial intelligence complex budget that has been expended against that person since 1997 to the tune of, I don't know, 10 million a year? Oh, wait, let's be conservative. $1 million a year. $20 million on neutralizing me, attacking me with everyone, every way, and your directed energy weapons that are tagged to DNA? Yeah, like I didn't know that. And like I don't know that you have, whoever is doing this, that you have been attacking my people around me since like 1997 and maybe earlier, since I went to Wall Street. You don't think I didn't notice that? Because prior to going to Wall Street or prior to going to Manhattan and being the incredibly talented person that I am, I never had issues. Zero. With anyone. But ever since I got to Manhattan, started kicking butt, weird, all the same strategy over and over again, because I guess you're that stupid. I guess the military-industrial intelligence complex people who run these programs are that stupid that they repeat over and over and over the same exact strategies and formulas so that people who are brilliant get what? Bored? Okay, whatever. But what I will say is that a lot of prior to 1997 could be considered just, I suppose, normal competition. I'm a 6 foot tall woman. A lot of people are incredibly threatened by that, unfortunately. But I've noted very carefully, and it's all documented now, exactly how this rolls, and not just with me. I have studied very deeply for 3 years how this is done to many high-value targets, and we are in contact, and we all are very clear about what's coming next. And it's not our demise, because the majority of us, based on how long we have been severely targeted, should not be here. But by the grace of Source, we are. So my final close at 14 minutes, I didn't want to be on this long, is please get a different job. Please get a real life. Please find something better to do with your energies. All of you, the gang stalkers, the team leaders, the scientists, the doctors, the psychologists, oh my God, the police officers, the firemen, all of InfraGard, all of you guys who are so sad that you are now functioning as the Hitler Gestapo and SS, and as the Stasi's operatives and any other secret police operatives, because you are so pathetic. You do not have the ethics or the morals to function in a space of integrity and earn money that way. And yet, the people that you have targeted have survived that way. You have a serious problem, and it's not us. Sorry, I really didn't want to do another video. I don't want to do this one, but I had to because I just saw all of this ridiculousness on YouTube. I am Anna Kaspar. I may still be reached for a short time at anikaspar@gmail.com and or at 941-356-8007. For those of you who have the kahunas, the courage, the integrity, the honor, the ethics, and the morals to have a conversation. But I'm pretty sure you guys have none of that. So I shan't be looking forward to hearing from you. But I will from everyone who's been so supportive through this period. And thank you so much, everyone, so much. And that includes some folks who are doing some really amazing work. Have a look at Techno Crime Fighters Forum, Catherine Horton, whatever. But the other members of that team have done a really great job, and I'm very proud of their work, and I'm very happy to see them do it. I'm trying to not do any of this because I really want nothing to do with any of it, because actually life is getting really beautiful, and I'm very excited, and I have a lot of amazing support. So and I'm starting swimming next week. Yes! And if I die of a heart attack in the Sound or in a pool, ça va. Blessings this day.